Yo, what up? This is Truth, Realness, and Options, Season 5. I'd like to welcome you today. My name is Darien Willis, and today, as you can see, our guest is Mr. Joseph Glover.
What up? What up?
Hey, man, what's going on, bro? What's good with you?
What's the word? It's all good, man. Good to be here with you.
Man, we got a lot to talk about today. It's all about you. You're the man of the hour.
Appreciate it.
Man. So tell us a little bit about Joseph Glover.
About Joseph Glover. Well, man, I was born overseas, but all my family roots are in the South, here in Shreveport. Spent a good majority of my life up in DC. You know what I'm saying? I've lived a few different places, but being in Shreveport for probably like the last 10 plus years. I'm a professional music artist and a barber as well. So I've just been really trying to take my businesses to the next level and, really package myself as an artist and get to that good stardom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, man, where you cut hair at?
I actually do it privately. You can book with me privately, on the Facebook or, just get in touch with me. You know what I'm saying? It's exclusive. I've been to a few barbershops. Shout out Boss Man. I used to work at Boss Man and stuff like that. But I do it right from the crib now, man.
Okay. Hey, look, that's the best way to go.
Professional setup.
Right. And with all your different, we know you're a music artist, master barber and an influencer. So
yes, sir.
What motivated you to become an influencer?
Well, it kind of just developed, man. I feel like we don't really know we're influencers or how much we influencers until we really notice our influence. You know what I'm saying? We sleep on our influence a lot. So once I started, with me cutting hair, once I started being around the younger people as well as older people, as well as in between, you just start to see that you can influence people for positive. You start to be there for people on their bad days, and after they done with a haircut or after they listen to some of your music, they feeling better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just the overall presence. So to answer your question directly, I would say once I noticed and really start to appreciate the influence I have on others, that's when I really started to want to cultivate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So before we go any further, I'd like to shout out our executive producer and editor, Mr. Jeff Detro Trotter.
Shout out.
I want to shout out Keontae Taylor. Congratulations. He's getting his master's in education. I don't remember exactly. Charged to my head, not to my heart, Keontae, but he's finishing up on his master's degree.
Shout out Keontae.
All right. So today on Truth, Realness, and Options, we're going to actually discuss some moments in Black history. We're going to actually talk about some situations that actually happened within the past week. We got a lot to talk about. And like I said, once again, it's all about this young man that you see right here, Mr. Joseph Glover. Go get his insight on what he feel about the situations as well. Being an influencer, I'm pretty sure he probably has knowledge of some of the things that are actually happening. So, all right, man. So, Joseph.
What up?
All right, we kind of got a little background on you. Guam. That's where you're from, Guam.
Guam, yep.
Okay, and
birthplace.
Yeah. Okay, so but you've been in Shreveport for how long now?
Probably going on 15 years, probably like 13, 14.
Okay, so would you say the majority of your life you've been here?
Majority, yeah.
Okay.
A good majority. I've traveled around, but live here majority, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, man, tell us about what Black history means to you, man.
Black history, man, it means a lot, man. It means a lot. First of all, I want to say Black History Month was lit. History Month was lit as hell. But Black excellence, trying to better yourself, really putting in the energy to better yourself. I know a lot of people be on the ancestors, make the ancestors proud, and we should, but we here now, you know what I'm saying? So we need to make ourselves proud. So it's about all of that to me, man. And just, of course, me being an artist, it's about expressing yourself. A lot of Black people don't know how to express themselves, you know what I'm saying? So just the betterment of Black people, man. Great Black moments, like the Super Bowl performance and all kind of other stuff went on. Black History Month was lit, man. So it's all that for me, you know what I'm saying? It's all that for me.
Okay, so I want to piggyback off of what you were saying, because I know with you being an influencer and a musical artist, how do you believe just those two entities, of which actually with the master barber as well, because you're actually seeing people on a daily basis.
Right.
You're probably giving advice, and you see a lot that go on. So, with you saying that Black History was lit, is that a part of what's motivating your music as well?
Yes, I would say so. I would definitely say so. Even my most recent drop was a kind of like a banger type beat, but it was an underlying message, just about a lot of this crime that's going on in the city and these young boys trying to get in your car real quick and pull off with it or take something out of it. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of puts us in a messed up situation because anybody gonna want to step outside and protect what's theirs if they see you in it.
Right.
But you putting a person in a position to have to down another Black person in a real way because invasion of privacy and taking things, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people just don't play with that. So I would definitely say, that's a different side of it, but it's all in the music. It's all in the, and sometimes we need a PSA just to let these boys know it's a better way. Like, don't put another Black man in a messed up position to have to defend what he has or defend himself against another young Black man that's out here getting it in a way that he should, to go get a job or something.
Right.
So yeah, Black History Month, man, and just, all of that. Yeah.
Okay,
it
so
ties into the music for sure.
Okay, and I apologize for interrupting you. Are you familiar
you
with the situation with the young man that's a music artist? He was going to work one morning and they took his life, and he was an artist. I think YG.
Yeah, R.I.P. YG Mitri, bro.
Mitri.
Yeah, R.I.P. Mitri, bro.
All right, are you familiar with him?
Yeah, I'm kind of more familiar with his brothers, but I'm familiar with that family. Yeah,
okay.
I'm familiar with that family. Man, that was an unfortunate, tragic thing, man. I mean, you hear things through the woodworks of why and whatnot, but it's a tragic thing, bro. It ain't, we all in our 20s to late 20s and 30s and stuff, we still trying to make something. We still trying to build something. So it shouldn't be no reason why somebody's life should be cut short, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that. So yeah, I definitely heard about that, man. And it's tragic, man. It's tragic. But
okay.
Prayers for the family, man, and prayers for Black and them over there, man. R.I.P. Mitri.
Okay, so with you being a music artist, man, what genre of music would you consider yourself? Hip hop, R&B? Like what genre of music do
That's
you
actually? That's a good question. I really kind of feel like I'm still defining it, but hip hop and rap would be primary, just off the the delivery, the beats and stuff like that. But I also have like crossover genre type songs. Like I have a song called "Hate Me," which is actually like a sing-songy type of encouragement type song, but I'm rapping on the verses. But the whole beat is kind of like sing-songy. So hip hop, rap, vocal, you know what I'm saying, and just stuff like that. I harmonize too, so I guess you could say melodic hip hop, rap, vocal, sometimes hard. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
So who are
reality?
Okay.
Reality rap.
Okay, so who are your musical influences?
When I look back, man, on who I was listening to coming up, because that would be an influence, right? Pretty much who you was listening to coming up. With me being from up north but still down south, I mean, bro, I was listening to everything from Jay and Dipset and Jim Jones to Boosie and Webby. You know what I'm saying? But also artists like Kid Cudi, Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those melodic but, conscious but still some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? So all the artists that fall in that right there.
Okay.
That fall in that right there. A lot of them. I get compared a lot to, just locally. Like I had an article in the Inquisitor where they kind of compare my style to like Kendrick Lamar, as J. Cole and stuff. But I feel like they say that every time you know how to rap and you conscious and you speak on stuff.
Right.
So, I listen to them guys, but, it's gangster shit too.
Okay. Now, would you consider yourself a secular artist? Or is it a combination or?
By those standards, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know how it is. I want to make sure. Right. See, yeah.
There ain't no in between. Yeah. I'm a secular artist.
Okay. I got you.
But I speak on things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just a bunch of killing. It's not just a bunch of talking reckless. You know, it's a point to it.
Okay.
It's a point.
Okay, so we sticking along the lines of, you know, you being a music artist. You know, we lost Angie Stone last week. Did you listen to her music?
Yeah, just the classics and probably a little bit more after that. I'm not going fake in front like I just on every Angie Stone project.
Absolutely.
But yeah, most definitely her classics, and that was just unfortunate, man. And I didn't know that she was still performing and stuff. She had a performance the day before, I believe,
in Alabama.
Yeah. So she was still active. I definitely would have listened to some new Angie Stone if she would have dropped something new or something. But man, R.I.P. Angie Stone.
Yeah, R.I.P. Angie Stone, man. She was in a travel van, and she had other occupants in the van, and they say she was the only fatality. I want to shout out the family. You know,
shout out
my
the
condolences,
family, bro.
Yeah. So man, okay.
That's wild.
Getting into the realm of you being a master barber. When did you decide you want to cut hair? How long you been cutting hair? And how has this experience been with you, one of your trades?
It's been a good experience, man. It's been ups and downs. It fluctuates like every other industry, you know. But overall, man, I've learned a lot. Like I say, shout out to Boss Man Barber World. Shout out to Sean Boss and all them guys over there. I was there 5+ years over there off Jewella, so they know what's up. But I learned a lot over there through the years, and just especially 10+, and that ties back into what you said first about the influence.
Yeah.
Just understanding that, I mean, I could just cut your hair and hardly talk to you and not develop a bond with you and get your money and send you on, but that's not what it. Day in, day out for 10+ years, you're gonna really cement yourself with the people, and that's definitely something I've done. I feel like in the city, so yeah, it ties in. It's been a great experience, man.
And look, I'm gonna add other occupations to you with being a master barber, man. You're a babysitter, role model,
what
disciplinarian,
real talk, counselor,
counselor.
Yeah, it's funny you say disciplinarian, man, because man, look, it get hectic even when they not in the chair. Hey, you know, because I get it. Some parents, man, they bring the kids in the area, man, and they don't know how to tell them chill out. So you gotta have that balance. You got, but you can't just be fussing at people's kids. You know, you gotta have that balance. If the barber industry puts you in a great balance with the people, if not, you're not gonna last 10+ years doing it, making enough. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Definitely. So yeah, that's real though.
All right, man. So you know, we were touching on you being an influencer, man. Man, when did it come about? Was it something that someone else saw in you? Was it something you saw in yourself? And with being an influencer, you know, they say for much is some's required, you know, for that quote. For though I apologize, I don't have the quote right off the top, but man, being an influencer, man, I know that occupies a lot of your time, man. So what comes with being an influencer for you?
What comes with being an influencer for me, man, I would say, you know, content is very important these days.
Right.
Like, to influence in real life is good, but people want to see you, you know, on social media. But just with me is my everyday movements, my everyday walk, whether it's something barber related, whether somebody hit me up like, man, I was just jamming your music, or man, let me know when you have a show, you know what I'm saying, so they can really see and feel you and hear you. Man, it's about all of that, bro. Like, you can influence bad or you can influence good. On my Facebook, you know, I'll say some funny stuff, I'll say some crazy stuff, then I'll turn around and say something that, you know, some news they can use, something good they can put on their mind real quick.
Yeah.
Then I'll mess around and post some music, you know what I'm saying? On my Instagram, I do like funny reels and stuff like that. Just, I would say it's just all about your daily movements, you know what I'm saying, of being an influencer with barbering. When you posting your stuff, you pretty much influencing these guys to take care of their grooming and take care of themselves, you know, look good, feel good. So it's all of that. It's just all in the way you move and the energy you bring with yourself.
Okay. So with you being an influencer, have you had opportunities to reach out to prospective music artists you would like to work with, or have you been able to talk to anyone that you actually follow in the music game?
maybe on the gram, maybe on Instagram, because Instagram DMs be going crazy. Anybody could come across your stuff. But as far as locally, or you mean like big artists?
In general, big or small,
Okay.
whomever you have desires to work with or work with.
I've spoken to, and I know a lot of artists in the area.
Okay.
But yeah, just as far as like bigger artists and stuff, probably on the Instagram and stuff. Local artists, the music scene here in Shreveport is still, I feel like it's still shaking back as far as artists working with each other. So
Okay.
you could know another artist here, but that's, you know what I'm saying? Y'all both could have an influence. Y'all both could, it's on y'all to come together. So, locally here, I know a lot of artists, see a lot of artists and stuff, but it's just all about getting it in. It's all about collaboration, bro.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of influences in the city, man.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of influences in the city.
And for those that are not aware, I also like to send out my condolences to the family of Roy Ayers. Roy Ayers is the iconic jazz vibraphonist, celebrated for his groundbreaking contributions to jazz, funk, and neo soul. He passed away on March 4th, 2025 in New York City at the age of 84 after a prolonged illness. His family described him as a highly influential and sought-after music collaborator, leaving behind a legendary career that shaped the musical landscape. So once again, with Mr. Glover being here, being a music artist, we want to make sure we touch on everything, all things music that relates to this particular podcast today. And once again, I want to shout out our executive producer, Mr. Jeff Trotter.
Shout out.
He puts the show together, y'all. It's immaculate how he has this put together. I just want to make sure I do that. So, all right, Joseph, you here, so we talking about you, so we got to get you your influence. So I know you pretty much know what's going on, man. Are you familiar with the Caleb Wilson incident that occurred at Southern University in Baton Rouge?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Man, something that didn't have to happen once again. There's a lot of words could be said about that. Negligence, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get it together, man. They wasn't even supposed to be doing the hazing. I thought they dealt with that a while back. So it's just unfortunate that, these guys trying to level up in life and be a part of something.
Right.
Bro didn't sign up to be abused as part of a ritual or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they seem more like ritual. There's a difference between hazing and you putting somebody through a daggone ritual.
Right.
So, it's unfortunate, bro, that he lost his life in that way and so young, bro. We need to tighten up. I mean, we killing each other enough on the streets, you feel me?
Right.
Stop doing that stupid shit, man, with the hazing, bro.
Okay.
Stop putting your hands on people and stuff. Like, it's other stuff to do.
Right.
It's other stuff to do. Like just to say, I went to boot camp. I went to YCP Youth Challenge Program in Menden.
Okay.
It's a lot of other exercises and things you can instruct somebody to do other than putting your hands on them and putting their life in danger for some hazing, bro.
Absolutely.
So it's messed up. That's how I feel about it.
Man, and for those that have been covering this incident, there's been new information. Recently, the information that was provided, there was an indication that the incident actually took place at a park, but new information that has been provided on social media indicates that they were in a warehouse where the actual pledging was taking place. And like Mr. Glover said, the hazing aspect. Now, for those that follow myself, I got on and actually did a show about that, being a part of a fraternity, which I am a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And once again, I did highlight the process. And from the information that we've received and the outpour of everyone actually, providing their feelings, which is all validated. The goal is not to hurt anyone, is to be a positive influence and show discipline and welcome someone to brotherhood or sisterhood. And like I said, once again, I like to shout out the family of Caleb Wilson, anyone, the students that attend Southern University, the faculty, anyone that knew this young man. He was a part of the band. Like I said, it's very unfortunate. And, once again, nobody wins in this situation. All fraternities, sororities, social groups are affected by this. And even people who follow these people or had a part in these people's lives.
Thanks.
So once again, I'd like to send a moment of silence to Caleb Wilson. All right, so we've touched on Angie Stone, we've touched on Roy Ayers, we've touched on Caleb Wilson. Now, there's a local young man, and he is known to be the youngest person to run for mayor of Louisiana. Are you familiar with Darryl Ware II?
I've heard of it.
Okay, I think he was on the highway and they say he was trying to cross over on the highway and he got
Oh
hit. Yeah,
yeah.
I would like to send condolences
Damn.
to his family.
Definitely.
Our executive producer is very familiar with him. I'm not as familiar with him, but just hearing about, what he was trying to do with being the youngest person to actually run for a position in office like that. Like I say, he's a very smart young man. A lot of pleasantries. I haven't heard anything remotely negative about the young man, but he was.
A lot of people knew him.
Correct.
A lot of people knew him.
Correct.
And once again, unfortunate, bro.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So look, man, this has been an awesome interview, and look, there's more to come with this interview. We're being, I'm honored that we actually are being given the privilege of receiving a performance from Mr. Glover. But you have to tune into YouTube and watch on Realness and Options so you can actually watch that performance.
Tap in.
Look, it's about to go down, so we go take a break. And for those that are watching and listening on the radio, man, y'all about to get ready and get a treat. For those that are watching on social media, we go catch you the next time. But make sure you catch the rest of this interview on Truth, Realness, and Options on YouTube. I want to shout out Keontae Taylor. Once again, our executive producer in the back. He put it all together. Like I said, this is a great show. I'm honored to be a part of it. Look, we go catch y'all later on this part. So make sure you tune in.